the Cincinnati Bengals and the Carolina Panthers. Some are calling this the Andy Dalton ultimate revenge spot. Andy Dalton looking sharp, throwing for 303 touchdowns last week. Bengals coming off Monday night where they, it 2 times in 3 weeks have managed to ruin people's survivor pool. The Bengals really are laying. This number is all over the place because in May it was 1.5. Last week it was 7. Now it's only 4. Minus 195 on the money line for the Bengals, plus 173 for the Panthers. 47 is the total.
I mean,
I don't know how you take the. They dumped the Gatorade. The coach was like flexing.
I said it when we previewed the game against the Raiders. I go, they're going to win this game outright, and then we fade them the next week. And I feel great about this fading them, especially Bengals coming off a loss. This is the Bengals fucking Super Bowl. Are we kidding me?
T. Higgins is back.
I mean, the Panthers are just happy that they won a game and they're not historically bad and a complete embarrassment. Yeah, I get it. The Bengals didn't force a punt against the Commanders, which is pretty bad. But this is just a desperate team. You're getting the Bengals at a crazy discount. And again, kind of going back to sometimes the market is just right. Teams that are 0-3 and a road favorite in Game 4, 8-0 straight up, 5-1-2 ATS. I think also. You'll laugh at me, Ryan, but not having Adam Thielen, I think hurts this Panthers passing offense because he had legit chemistry with him. It's probably good for Deontay Johnson's targets, but they don't have many good skill players. And Adam Thielen in this offense with Andy Dalton was a good skill player.
The chat saying the Panthers have heart and desire.
They do, but I think that might have hit the wall. Like they celebrated. I mean, they won in Vegas. Have you ever won in Vegas? Something you weren't supposed to do. Defied the odds. You might celebrate a little bit. It was probably a great plane ride home. They're probably still a little hungover. Meanwhile, you have just a ravenous Bengals team. Now, the counter for the Panthers, they do have heart. They do have desire. Andy Dalton revenge game. Bengals. Who are the Bengals to be laying 4 points as a non-conference road favorite on a short week? That is the counter. But I think that the Bengals offense looked really good. And I just don't know if this becomes a shootout. I think ultimately not having Thielen, they also lost their starting left guard for the game. The Panthers, he's going to be out. I think something like that is just enough. I'll take the Bengals laying the 4. And it seems like the public is on the Panthers. Am I right?
I mean, I didn't mark it as a public team, but there's certainly more people seeming. Well, I think there's just as many people saying, well, the Bengals, they always start slow. This is going to be when they're going to show out. So, I mean, I'm not going to lock this game up, but this is definitely blowout potential. Like, I don't think there's maybe the Panthers win a couple percent of the games, but this feels like the blowout potential is much more than that. I'm with you. I'll lay the points. It does seem like we're gonna get a good Joe Burrow offense game. That to me seems like the lock. I mean, maybe we'll have to.
I mean, the Panthers defense is still pretty bad.
Yeah, and what
they were motivated. I said it. They were gonna get up for that game.
It's true. They did. It's always that first game.